Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Keep It Real. This is our review of Begins Youth Episode 9. Well, this was another interesting episode.
Very dramatic.
They were trying to, it's very dramatic. They tried to answer a lot of questions, but I think this episode was more infuriating for me than any other episode of them all. We're going to start again with a flashback. Because it always starts with, it seems like it's a flashback, so...
This time we are starting this flashback episode with Jae-ha again. So, in the last flashback that we saw with Jae-ha, he was tracking Seiyan, and he ended off going into Seiyan's house, but we don't know how he got in there, and all that stuff, so this flashback sort of fills in a lot of those gaps. We see him talking to the same person that Haru spoke to in the previous episode, and this person gives Jae-ha the key to Seiyan's family home, saying that he has to go in there and basically save Seiyan's mom. Jae-ha enters Seiyan's house, and as soon as he steps inside, he notices that there's gasoline all over the floor.
He smells gas, too.
He smells gas because they cut Seiyan's mom cut the gas line. And then there's also a wad of tinfoil in the microwave, and it's on. Jae-ha is confused and all that stuff, and he looks around and he ends up finding Seiyan's mom. She hung herself, and it freaks him out, and then he runs away. Once he's far enough away, he starts calling emergency services, and that's when the house explodes, and that's the end of our flashback.
This episode starts with what happened with the last episode, whereas Seiyan had the brick and it was about to... We didn't know what happened. He just had it.
Yeah, what we saw was that it looked like he hit Jae-ha. And
they actually showed it, and Seiyan was actually going to hit the stepbrother, and Jae-ha stepped in the way and blocked the... I don't know why he did that, but yeah, he stepped in the way. Seiyan hits Jae-ha, and now Jae-ha is in the hospital. He's hurt.
The brother basically calling the cops after the whole incident and reporting that Seiyan called them there, and him and his friends just stumbled upon Jae-ha and Seiyan arguing, and he saw him
he gaslit everybody.
Yeah, he basically lied. He didn't gaslight. He lied.
Yeah, he lied. Here's the first part of this infuriating part of this episode. Seiyan sits there and they're questioning him. He doesn't say a word. He just takes it. The detectives ask him, "Is this what happened? This is what the stepbrother says, and here's his official statement. And what do you have to say?" He had nothing to say. He just sat there and said he took it. The two choices that the school was gonna implement is either to expel Seiyan or to transfer him to another school. If he gets transferred to another school, obviously it's no one knows what's gonna happen. But if he gets expelled, he'll never be able to go back to school again. This comes to another part where Hwan is in the principal's office. And once again, the principal is trying to play games with Hwan's head. Saying, you should not be friends with him because he's, X, Y, and Z. Gaslighting him. He's gaslighting him. And another infuriating part 2. Hwan says nothing. Jae-ha's now in the hospital. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew what was going on. What was going on? Jae-ha's in the hospital because he has his head injury. His mother is there taking care of him. And the stepbrother comes in and is worried about him. And because the stepbrother knows what happened. He set up the whole thing, but he wanted Jae-ha not to say anything because he's scared of the father. And he's scared, something. And finally, Jae-ha steps up and goes, "Mom, this whole thing was set up by, the stepbrother. Seiyan had nothing to do with it." Jae-ha's mom goes, "I know. Let's just keep it under wraps because it's going to save our family. It's actually bringing us together."
We continue off with Haru's storyline from where we left off in the last episode. Juon did snap Haru out of it, so he's sort of questioning. He's and sort of starting to realize that his friend is imaginary, and he's finally putting it into perspective, but it's kind of shocking him, and everything's kind of imploding a little bit.
Haru's mom decides that,
she finally figures out and learns that Haru's been talking to an imaginary friend, and she's talking to his therapist or psychiatrist.
The psychiatrist recommends that Haru should be hospitalized right away. But the mother goes, "Oh, we can't have a scandal. Let's just wait until vacation time, and then we'll put him in the hospital.
Juwon ends up telling Hosu about Haru, and because of that, Hosu goes up to Haru, and they have a very nice heart-to-heart, and after that moment, Hosu sort of makes the decision to start taking his medication again and get better so that he can be there for Haru.
He goes to one of his friends. I think he's taking night classes. I don't know. He may understand schizophrenia very well, and he's recommended Haru to go. He should go talk to this so-called man or expert that could help him. Doan goes home and hanging out with his mom and starts talking to his. Doan talking to his mom, saying that we have to start thinking about, moving, because when the redevelopment happens, we're going to have to get out of here. We should take the deposit money that I gave you and, start looking for a place to go. The mother starts acting sheepishly. He's like, what's going on? Dogan's like, what's going on? What's up, Mom? The mother spent all the money. She turns and goes to Doan, you always supported us before. You're going to support us now.
You can figure this out.
Yeah. Dogan's like, are you kidding me? He stood up to the mother. He was pissed, and he was like, you ever think about me and what I need? What I'm going through. This kid he's still a high school kid, but the amount of crap that's on his plate is ridiculous. The mother has put so much pressure on this poor kid. He had to go to his what do you guys call it? His container's roof, and he starts crying. Hosu was going to take Haru to this specialist, a friend of his, and instead of taking Haru, he wants to go find out some information by the chairperson, because they were going to decide Seiyan's fate. Hosu goes to Haru, just go there without me. Don't worry, it's fine. Just go there without me. Haru goes to the place by himself, and I think I don't know about you guys, but I had a figure, funny
I was
feeling.
like, is it really possible?
Yeah,
I didn't think it.
We were thinking that the guy that Hosu is recommending may possibly be the guy that actually caused all of Haru's trauma. And lo and behold, he shows up. It is. There you go. He is. He's the guy. It was like the shocker of the episode. It's like, but here's the thing. Throughout the scene where Haru sees the guy, Shannon here goes, is he really seeing him?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't know, because I'm like, it feels a little so coincident. Like, it feels like such a coincidence that guy is the same guy.
Yeah.
And like, if he's been around Hosu that long, like,
it's a Deus Ex Machina.
It's a little.
Yeah, it was a Deus Ex Machina. If it is the guy, it is complete Deus Ex Machina. But if it's not the guy, it's like that means Haru's having another mental breakdown.
Yeah.
The good thing about this, what happened to Haru is that he ran away, but then he was confronted by his imaginary friend again. But he starts talking to it, and then he goes, "I don't need you anymore." He fought back, and he pretty much got rid of his imaginary friend, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Right before the end of the episode, he comes back to the guy. He confronts him, but we don't know what's going to happen. We're not sure what happened, because in the very next scene, we see an ambulance drive up into the hospital, and someone is being wheeled in. He cut his wrist. One of the boys cut their wrist. We don't know who. Because there was an earlier scene where Seiyan was crying inside the car.
Thinking about
imagine if it's Seiyan, though.
So no one knows who it is. So
it's someone.
Here's
one of the 7 boys.
Check this out. It could be Doan, because he was frustrated and upset about the mother. It could be Juan, who was just losing his mind because everyone's just telling him he has to do the right thing. Or it could be Seiyan, because he's because he
feels guilty about what he did to J-Ha.
It could be J-Ha, which is silly because he's already in the hospital. It can't be J-Ha.
Can't be J-Ha. Can't be Hosu.
It could be Hosu.
It could be Hosu.
But I don't think so.
It's Hosu. I don't think it's Haru, because it's too easy. Because he was confronting the bad guy, and if he got hurt, why would he go? Why would he slip his wrist?
Unless it's entirely imagination and what happened. We don't know.
We don't know. It was a good episode. Don't get us wrong. It was good, but it was. Hey, if you have that much passion for a show, you know it's good. Because if you watch a show, you get mad at certain things and curious about other things, and leaves you off and want to see more. That's a good episode.
Yep.
All right. Because if if we just watch it and didn't care about anything happening, that'd be horrible. Which happens a lot in a lot of TV shows. No,
Crazy.
the parents. This whole episode, the parents just drove you crazy. It's just like, oh my god.
I mean,
absolutely insane.
At least Saiyan's father tried his best.
Saiyan's father is trying his best to make sure his son,
is okay.
Saiyan's father's our only good parent.
Isn't that crazy? I actually, when I saw earlier on, I actually thought Saiyan's father was going to be,
No, he's a really good guy.
Because I thought that because he's an army guy.
I thought so too.
I think he's
kind of like it.
Oh my god, he's the best guy.
Yeah, it kind of diverts
Oh no,
expectations.
he totally threw me off. I think the payoff will be the end when they get back together and be a happier ending. Because right now, they are
in shambles.
They're in shambles because they're not together, and everybody's getting to their own mess, getting messier.
It's just getting worse and worse.
I think
it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
But I think
they're doing such a good job with the show, like adapting the storyline. If you like the BTS storyline, you gotta check it out because the fact that they're having like an ensemble cast with 7 characters and they each have like these tensions. And like we're following along,
and you care,
you care about each of their stories, and they all have very, very compelling stories, and that's of course like attributed to like the BTS storyline, but also like it's hard, like adapting any like pre-made material into another anything like a book or a movie or a TV show. It's not easy.
Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Don't forget to go down below in the comments and tell us what you thought about episode 9. While there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share to others, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.